To read to you from Psalms 2, verse 12, and we're going to read, Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and you be destroyed in your way, for his wrath can flare up in a moment. Blessed are all who take refuge in him. Now, first of all, I just want to say that Psalm 2 is in part also prophecy of the cross of Jesus Christ that still needed to be fulfilled. Okay, if you read, for example, verse 7, he said, "You are my son; today I've become your father." And if you think of the baptism of Jesus before he started his ministry, the voice from heaven said, "This is my son." In whom I am well pleased, listen to him. So there's a few references in Psalm 2 that refer to the cross. So um, if you read, lest he be angry and you be destroyed in your way, if you are a born again believer, don't become fearful. But there is also something here that we need to take to heart. And let me read verse 11 as well. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. And then the Amplified says, lest he be displeased with you. Now, I quickly want to speak about being pleasing to God. There is a teaching that says that when you are a born again believer, you are completely pleased. God is completely pleased with you. And yes, we have to remember that we have to distinguish between spirit, soul, and body. So God is pleased with you because you accepted His Son, because you chose the sacrifice above trusting yourself for salvation. So He is pleased with you that you made that choice. He is pleased with you. But you can see that there's many things in your life that's maybe still not surrendered, maybe still sin operating in your life. And it's not per se that God is pleased with those things. But he's also not standing in anger with you, and wants to judge you, because the blood of Jesus washes you clean. But if you think of Hebrews 11, verse 6, it says that God is pleased with faith. Okay. And then the word also says that if we shrink back in fear, then he is not pleased. Okay. So there is something that warms the heart of God, and that is faith. And God is not happy when we do not act in faith. But the beautiful thing is that if you read John 1, that says that if we are, basically, he says, if we are honest, if we are real and we come to Jesus with our stuff, his blood will continuously wash us. So you have to understand that there is a continuous grace extended to you, but it is up to us whether we are going to receive that grace. So when we read verse 12, and that was the thing that popped up in my mind this morning, is kiss the Son. Basically, God is inviting us to a deeper, more intimate relationship with Him. And when He says in verse 11, serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling, He is saying, listen, this is a holy God. You, like, what He says goes. Do not, yes, God is our friend. Yes, we can speak to God as we speak with a friend, just plain and simple. God is not offended with our language or that. The thing is the attitude of our hearts. We also have to realize that God is a holy God, and what He says go. He is king of His kingdom. And if He says, listen, this is how we operate, our response needs to be, yes, Lord. But it is not a fear-driven thing. God is not trying to squash you like a bug. He's inviting you, and He's saying, listen, you can be part of me. You can be part of this trinity of holiness, where you live a holy and a faithful life, a life, I almost want to say, to be feared, in the sense of, something that is people are in awe of. And so we go with an attitude where we go to God in awe, because we realize who He is. So today, just take some time and run to Jesus and ask Him that you become part of that intimate fellowship with Him. Kiss the Son. Bless you.